Hey, it's Uncle Joe with Uncle Joe Hikes. We're here at the Hickory Knoll parking area for Bartram Trail. We're getting ready to head up to Whiterock and spend the night and head back. We'll see how it goes. It's the first time with this much weight. I'm rocking about 24 pounds. So actually a pretty light loadout. But I'm also carrying about 10 pounds of extra on my belly. So we'll see. We're going to see how far we get. Might have to turn around, but we're trying to make it all the way to Whiterock. So here we go. So your first challenge is finding the trail. It's actually right at this driveway. And there's our blaze. And naturally, it heads up. You can see a kiosk up there. So here we go. Lots of climbing today. No doubt. Here we are. Time to climb. I think we're at about 2,200 down there. Could be wrong. And we got to get up to a ridge. It's about 3,500 to 4,000 feet. So we got a long way to go. You asked for it though, didn't you? I did. Laurels are budding. Got some pinks coming here. Awesome. We've been in some tunnels here. Laurels. And skirting one here. Zigzagging our way up. Got a lot of elevation to get right here off the bat. I don't know how well the camera is actually going to pick that up, but like I said, that's Mount Albert. One of the things that's hard to see is that, besides the mountain itself, is that the last 1,000 feet or so still pretty bare. So it's green headed up the slope, but right up at the top there, it's still remnants of winter as far as the greenery is concerned. Interesting the way that tree came up and twisted around. Sadly, that branch broke off right there. Now, this is really the first look we've gotten of the south slope of the ridge as we're going to make our way back and around. It's a little breezy, but thought I'd show you that. We're kind of on this little gap here. Guess in the winter time you'd probably get a bit of a view right there. We got to skirt around to our left, make our way behind. I think this is Gray Mountain maybe, or maybe the backside of this is Gray Gap. I'm not sure. Got some flame azalea up there. Camera's probably not going to pick it up, but yeah, see some up through there. Hopefully we'll get some close to the trail before this trip is out. But nice to know they're out. We saw them up here last weekend, so expect to see them this weekend too. Something dug around right here, rooting. Probably a hog. I don't see any claw marks. That looks like it's a little bit old. I've been seeing some traces of rooting as I've been heading up here, so I don't know. We'll see. Really growed over right there. Overgrown. And that's just spring weeds, spring shrubbery encroaching is what it is. Well, we're getting some pine straw to walk on, which is nice. Got a couple of pines up here and hemlocks that You can really hear the wind whistling through them as it blows across. That's a pretty good sized tree back there. It just sounds nice. Of course, walking on pine straw. Don't it feel good? You guys know I'm not right? You got some more dirt turned up right here. Something's been along the trail looking for stuff. Nice stream coming off the side here. So I looked down and thought those look like azalea petals. A few of them on the ground here. I look up and sure enough, that's what it is. I'm standing under an azalea tree. Some more right here. You see them. Camera probably might get washed out, but there they are. Maybe if we back around here. Yeah, you can see them up in there. Beautiful. Back up a little more. Oh yeah. So it's an old step right there. So we're making our way to the apex of this zigzag. I don't know exactly what that is because the Bartram didn't come this way for a long time. So it must have followed a older trail. I'm getting a little break from the ascending. It's really flipped around on the back side of this knoll here. And kind of nice. Go downhill for a minute. We've climbed about 450 feet or so. So, get a little view to the south-southeast. That laurel there ain't joking, buddy. He's budded right on out. Nice blooms. We're still making our way across on this south slope here. Nice. Not too much climbing, a little bit of descending, so feels good. I'm not sure what that is. Almost looks like some kind of wild green. Got a little perch right there. We won't walk out there. Imagine when the leaves are down, probably a lot nicer. It kind of just dawned on me, these are little cedar trees, which is really cool. We're getting close to 3,000 feet, so maybe that's got something to do with it. Taking a break here. We're at about 3,000 feet, so we've climbed about 800 or so. We're just, we're just below the pinnacle. We got to head up around that, and then sort of ridge walk our way over to Double Top, up to the school bus, and then beyond. So we still got a lot to do. We're at about 3,000 feet. We're going to cross over 4,500 feet at some point today, so 1,500 more feet. So yeah, got about a third of our total elevation gain done. Gonna be rough. Gonna be rough. Beautiful views here. Beautiful little flower. Trail's getting a little bit rough. Let's make our way up. There's your little perch. A little branch, what a view. Awesome views. Looking really beautiful. Way down there you can see the highway heading north to Franklin. We're getting some good views periodically through the trees also of Albert Mountain. More azaleas. Got some down here and down there, down the hillside. Nice. Sun's coming in over that, I know. Beautiful though. All down the hill. I'd have to call that scat. Most likely bear scat. When it's that dark. Looks like a day old though. He's up here just like the rest of us. Running around, looking for something to do. This little camp spot here. It's actually on my Gaia map as a double track going back to one. Maybe people have just decided to camp right here instead of walking on back. I don't know. Should be coming to some kind of water source, I believe, up here too. I'm gonna find out. Well, here we have a pipe stream or spring. Comes down off the mountain there. Come in handy if you're coming through here and you're out of water. That's for sure. Up, up, up. Just made this zigzag back here. Lots of underbrush here because it's a little bit exposed. We make our way down into this gap, this double top gap. It's kind of cool though right here. You got a big rock. You can hardly see that from up there. You never know what you're going to walk under at any given time. Look at there. A tree used to grow out of here. Mine's trying to take it over. Here we are, double top gap. That's where we were last weekend. And it heads down to the Buckeye Creek trailhead. We stay here on the Bartram. Headed up to the bus. Yeah, here we can see Pinnacle, which I'm pretty sure is what that spire is there, that pointy top. To the right, and just see the top of Albert Mountain. I can see the fire tower. The camera won't show it though. Back at the bus. We left off last week. Here we are. Time for a break. I don't know what, but I scared something up pretty big. Judging by the air, it was moving. It sounded like it may have been a turkey. On the other hand, it could have been a deer. I did see a big deer down the slope earlier. Oh well, he's gone, whatever he was. So we skirted this rock more or less earlier, or at least that other piece of it came up, went out and came back. But man, this thing's going right up the spine. Woo! Making our way through these rocks. Here on the left, a little bit of a drop on the right. Here's what it is. And that is a mess. You can imagine something wanting to den up in there. Now that guy is precariously perched. In fact, I don't understand. Okay, I was wondering what on the other side was holding him up. He's there and there. And he ain't gonna stay up there long. And he's coming down the mountain when he comes. Okay, he'll be coming down to the ground. Well, I'm more out. Honestly, I thought about turning back just because of all the climbing I got yet to do. But then I come to this spot and you're like, I can't turn back. Yonder's where I gotta get to. I gotta get over that. And I'm more out, so I need a break. But what of you? When you come in from there, you're tempted to shoot straight across here, but you can't. You have to actually go up behind, and then this does a hard hook, which I didn't want to see. I mean, I'm going up a little bit more. But here, I believe this is going to be, this hump or that hump is fish hook, little fish hook, and then white rock. That's just a guess based on the topo. Way off in the back you can see a tower, a communications tower, and looks like some kind of building, and that means that this has got to be scaly, and then as it saddles over, that's the other side of scaly, which is I think either private or some kind of communications thing. And then you would go down the other side of that to the highway and then work your way back, and then the hump right there in the middle is Rabun, which is the second highest point in Georgia. So there you are. So we got kind of a ridge walk here as we make our way up to the top of this knob up here, which I think is Wolf Top. So yeah, I thought I was had already gotten to it, or had hoped that I had, but I kept going up. It's mangy that. Yeah. Well, after a long break here at the overlook, I've still got to go up a bit. I got to get up to the top of this knob and then saddle over to those. I needed a break. I actually shut my eyes for a few minutes and laid back, hoping that's going to help, because I am wore out. But yeah, we're going to make our way up here and see if we can't get around there to Whiterock before it gets dark on us. Well, we summited Whiterock, which is still another, I don't know, 50 yards beyond the overlook, or more, 100 yards. It's up to, it's probably 20 feet taller. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna get a view much on that side, but this side you can see the ridges we got to go around. So we still got a ways to go. Some kind of scat. If I had to guess, I'd say that's probably coyote. Making our way through some rhododendrons. We came through some a few minutes ago too. As we saddle over. It's a fish hawk. I think I called it fish hook earlier. Fish hawk. Work our way through. Rhododendron tunnel and some laurels mixed in. It's keeping us out of the sun. I don't think, I think we'll be fairly flat here. So we make our way around Fish Hawk over to Little Fish Hawk. Getting so tired. Whew. Glad to not be climbing though. I don't know what kind of scat that is, but it's up on that log, so I'd be surprised that a coyote would do that. I guess a fox maybe. Who knows? Well, we came out on this tongue here, and the trail came from over there. There's some water in the trail back there, but it's all in the form of mud. Same right here. Because it's no good. There's no way to catch it. We're gonna make this hairpin and head on this way. It's not really well marked, so if you come this way, this is probably the second one that's really hard to see. Have to keep your eyes peeled for your blazes, and if they're not there, just keep your eyes peeled for the trail. This rock almost looks like a tub. It's crazy. See if I can get across here somehow. These people have been planting their feet over here. I'm going to try to crawl right across here and head on. There's a turnoff to the summit of Fish Hawk. We got to keep rolling. We don't have time to burn. We got to get over past that hump there, and then on to Whiterock, which is on around. Like a little door to a hobbit's house. Well, we can see across to the other ridge. Southern Nantahala. We're at about 4,500 feet, which I think is going to be our high point today. We make our way across the south side of Little Fish Hawk, and then we'll start descending here directly as we saddle over to Whiterock, which is a little lower, I think, than we are here. Then we gotta filter some water. I think there's a couple of water sources nearby to Whiterock. We gotta camel up, get some dinner made, get camp set up. Here's a little offshoot off the trail to a nice scene. Oh my goodness. Straight across is Albert. Awesome. Here's our turnoff up to Whiterock. Trying to remember if there's a water source just as you go in, or if it's down here. I'm gonna walk down here a little ways and see if maybe it's right. I remember there's a little offshoot trail and it'll say water. There's our turn off to water, so we're gonna see if we can get camel up a little bit down here. Enough to drink and enough to camp. Oh yeah, I got a little stream there on that yonder. All right. Well, we're back to our turn off to Whiterock. Got a little ways to go yet. Find us a spot to camp and make some dinner. Well, we just ascended the top of Whiterock. Heading down here to the overlook, the face. Won't be surprised if somebody's not here, and I won't be surprised if somebody's not tent camping or something down here. We're gonna have to start looking for trees to hang from too. It's beautiful up here. We'll get down there in a second. Not much time to make dinner. I'm gonna try. Took a while to find a place and get the hammock set up, but anyway, we're gonna have some Pack of Gourmet State Fair chili and watch this sun go down. Waiting on that boil, as Shug would say. Sun's already gone down behind the ridge over there. Means it'll be dark 30 here pretty quick. We got birds up behind me hollering. See if we can get some dinner done. Yeah, it's been really tough hike getting up here, especially at my current fitness level. It's chilly up here. It's gonna be cold tonight for sure. Yeah, glad I made it up here though. Morning should be nice going out on the rock and getting some more pictures. This ain't a bad slab right here, but the one back on the other side is a little better, but this ain't too bad. Ain't bad at all. Some of you have asked about my sleep system, and this is it. You can ignore that. This is a Jack's or Better underquilt that I hang under my hammock. So it comes along, fastens on each side with these bungees. And then here I have an Untitled Equipment 20-degree down. This is a Sonim box top quilt. And I got a little blow-up pillow that I use as well. That's kind of like the go-to. It did really well last night. They do struggle a little bit in the wind, and as you can see, it's real windy this morning. If wind gets under here, if you don't cinch it up underneath here, if you don't cinch it right there, wind will get under there and it'll just you know, you get a cold butt, so that really sucks. But yeah, that's the setup. It's pretty basic. Much more difficult setup is this tarp. It's real windy this morning. That takes a little while to set up, which is hard when you get in here and you're tired, but it did real well. That collapsed in on me pretty good. I could have pulled these out a little more, but I wanted to keep it down more. But I'm kind of surprised that these guidelines held up, just because the level of wind was just off the chain. But if it's not for these doors, I would have had a much colder night. And they really help. So yeah, that's it. That was home last night. Well, we're all packed up. Let my phone charge. It was charging there for a few minutes, but I guess it was too cold. I took it off. I left it on there for a long time, and I took it off, and it was still red. So laid it there in the sun, and that seems to be helping. I don't think it got down below freezing last night, but it got pretty cold. The wind was just wind was a mess. It really was. Anyway, we're headed down the trail. Give the phone a few more minutes. We'll walk down here and one last look at the overlook. All right, what a beautiful morning. This is everywhere we've got to go back this morning. We're gonna have to come make our way all the way down on the other side of that last little hump you can see down there. It's where I'm parked. So we got a long way to go. Legs are already tired. Hear a dog barking down yonder. Yeah, some more rock. Yeah, this is the kind of place I know my Uncle Joe really likes. Hope you're enjoying the scenery, Uncle Joe, and Aunt Gert too. Sure wish I could bring y'all here. Really is beautiful. Just gorgeous. And oh buddy, the moon came in I guess it was about 4:30 or 5. It came in and lit up things. The wind really started kicking up about 4. I had to get up at 3:38. Happened to check the time, because to be honest with you, I thought it was about 6. It was not. I was disappointed. Making our way over to Little Fish Hawk. A little bit of climbing. Start the morning off. The only lady slipper I've seen. And it's been knocked over or something, which is a shame. Still making our way toward the truck. We've got a little fish hawk, I believe, behind us. So right ahead we got fish hawk. Then we got to saddle over to Whiterock. With me in the Pinnacle. And I think it's gray after that, and then we'll be starting the final descent. Well, here's our turn that takes us over to Whiterock. So we're making really good time this morning in this rhododendron tunnel. Wind is really blowing. Looking forward to getting to lower elevation. Well, we made it to Whiterock, to the summit. Now you just got to get down there to the overlook. Much like where I camped last night up here on Whiterock, there's still just budding out. Not nearly as much green up here. And that really, even where I was camping, made a big difference on how much wind was up there, because it was blowing. I mean, at least with some greenery you get a little bit of blockage, but not up there and not right here. It's calmed down a little bit right now, but it's been blowing right over. Well, we made it here to the overlook, Whiterock Overlook. I'm going to take a little sit down here. Hang on, break. Here we are back at our little turn that we did yesterday. Great view here. Really nice view. Back here to our rocks. It's pretty cool. Albeit a little bit treacherous. Get your feet down into. Scared up a grouse back there. Scared me too. And took off. A big old grouse too. Yeah, we're almost to the bus. Just gotta get through these rocks. Well, we made it to the bus. Time for a break. All right, we're leaving the bus behind. Got me some hot food, some coffee. Hopefully that's all I need to get me to the track. Sure is windy. Woo! Real windy up here. Looking forward to getting down just a little further. Maybe this wind will calm down. Beautiful look back. Awesome. Make our way from here down, then over to the Pinnacle there. I'm gonna stop at some point and let my right foot air out a little bit. He's trying to blister on me. Alright, we're back at Double Top Gap. And our turn off down to the Buckeye Trail, Buckeye Creek. We're going to keep going. We got 3.7 miles. We just passed our water piped spring. Decided not to get water there. I think I'm going to have enough to get back. But right now we're kind of skirting. We'll be skirting the Pinnacle here pretty shortly. You know, I'd been calling that spire, that pointed knob that we were seeing from the bus, and as we were descending, I've been calling that the Pinnacle, but I'm not sure it is. I think the Pinnacle is actually behind it, or what they've got labeled the Pinnacle on the GPS maps I can see. So the good thing is we don't have to go over it. We're just skirting around it, but you had to climb up to get up here where you could kind of start skirting it. So, and yeah, sun's probably in your eye, sorry about that. Anyway, we're moving on. There's our azaleas. Man, they're going all down this hillside. Gorgeous. And some right up here too. These are the ones we passed yesterday and took some pictures of. Got some footage of. But yeah, all over this hillside. So what she's doing is playing like she's hurt because she's got her babies back here. See the little baby? And then the mom is acting like she's hurt to get me out of the way. So we better get on. We better get on. The footage was probably a little choppy because it scared me. She came up behind me about shoulder height, just a flapping her wings. And I guess her and her baby were headed down the trail. They were tiny. I sure hope I didn't step on any. I only saw one, so I'm assuming there was one. There she goes right there. You better get up there with your youngin'. She's playing like she's hurt so that I would go after her and she could lure me away. Yeah, a little bit frantic there for a minute. Whew. We're back in here by these cedars we saw yesterday. Kind of cool. Wind still getting whooped up. Make our way down. Back at this crazy tree. You got that rock all grappled. Make our way here across the creek. I think this was our first creek crossing, maybe, or our second. Yeah, getting closer. Closer and closer. Making our way down. A lot warmer down here than it was up on the ridge with all that wind blowing. Down here it's calm and the sun has a chance to warm things up, so it's pretty warm. I don't know what the temperature is, but I have a base layer on because of sleeping in them last night and taking off in cold weather this morning, so I just haven't stopped to take them off. I didn't see a need to. We'll be down at the car here shortly. So yeah, clearly this was probably our first creek crossing, not the one way back there. But got lots of water running over there, which is good. So I talked about how calm the wind was. It kicked up again. Oh well. There's our national forest boundary. Start down the cobblestones. Somebody did a lot of work laying these up here. Whew. A lot of work. Back at the kiosk. And got a few more steps. See the parking lot down there. Just make out silver, hopefully. I'll get down the rest of these cobbles. Alrighty. There's old Silver waiting on us. Hopefully nobody broke in and took my metal roller skates. On down no good because I got the key. Alright, Hickory Knoll to Whiterock done. That was a tough hike. It really was. At my current condition, I think even if I was in good hiking condition, that was a tough hike either way. Glad it's done though. It's my birthday weekend. Turned 54 today. Not real crazy about being 54, but real crazy about being alive. So yeah, that's why I took the day off, so I could do this overnight. But time to get home now. Stop and get something cold, maybe a little something to eat.